Let's have a taste. Damn, that's good. Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to Gerard Grills. My name is Gerardo and this is my channel. If you're into backyard barbecue on a variety of different grills, whether it's charcoal, whether it's pellet or electric, then please consider subscribing because that's exactly what this channel is all about. Today we're going to be doing a tomahawk steak on the Kamado Joe Classic. We're going to reverse sear it using an SPG seasoning only on it, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. Are you ready to get going? Let's go. Okay, here we are. So now we've got this tomahawk steak here. This is about a 3-inch thick tomahawk. I'm not sure exactly how heavy it is, but it's big. This is a big guy. We're not going to do anything too crazy to it. We're just going to get a little bit of a binder on and then add our SPG seasoning to it. So for our binder, I'm just using regular Worcestershire sauce. I like using this. I don't taste it. It doesn't taste like anything. And just the way I do them. So, and then for my SPG seasoning, I'm going to be using this Pit Boss GSP. So it's a garlic salt pepper rub. I think it's just because they're using a premium type of garlic that they're calling it a GSP instead of SPG, but it's essentially that, an SPG or salt pepper garlic rub. Really good. I've used it on beef before and it tastes fantastic. I'm gonna give it a nice heavy coat. Just like everything else, when you're using a rub, you don't want to rub it in, you just want to pat it in. Flip her over. This is a very thick cut of beef, so don't worry about over seasoning. It's going to be really hard to over season here. So then what I'm going to do is just the edges here, I'm just going to rub it around and try to pick up what's on my paper here. So there we go, it's all finished up here, all fully seasoned. I'm not gonna do anything else to it, this is it. I'm gonna put this on a rack, throw it in the fridge uncovered, and I'm gonna let it sit there until about half an hour to an hour before I set it on the smoker. And that's pretty much it, so we'll just see you when we're ready to put it onto the Kamado Joe. Alright, so here we go. So we've got our tomahawk all set up now. It's been resting for about half an hour or so, just at room temperature. Got our meter set up, so we're going to set this up to 115 degrees. So when the internal temperature gets to 115, I'm going to take it out and we're going to crank this up to so that I can sear it. Inside here, the Kamado is currently sitting at 250 degrees. And we're going to put it on the indirect side. So you saw me put the half moon deflector on one side, so I'm going to put it over top of that so that the heat is on the other. That way we get indirect heat on this. Just want to make sure that the center mass of this is right over the deflector, so we're not getting any sort of direct heat on the meat itself. That's it. We're going to let it go there until the meter tells me that it's at 115 degrees, and then we're going to open her up and let her get super hot so that we can sear. Catch you guys then. Oh, just one thing I forgot here is that we're going to put in some wood. Ha, can't forget that. Just throwing in some chunks of this is pecan wood. I'm going to throw that in there. Get a little bit of smoke going throughout that entire cook. That's it, that's all. Alright, so my meter's gone off. My internal temperature is at 115 degrees. So I'm going to take this out. Just going to set it on a rack here on my cutting board. And then I'm going to close this up, but then I'm going to open up the vents. And I'm going to get this puppy going up a little hotter. We're running at about 250. I'm going to get it up to about 600, 700 degrees. And once we're there, we're going to start searing this. I'll show you that in a sec. Alright, here we go. It's starting to rain a little bit out here, but that's okay. We're just going to sear this real quick here. So we've got our charcoal here now hitting at about 600, 700 degrees. We're just going to put this on the direct side, and we're just going to give it a quick sear, a couple minutes per side, and that'll be it. Alright, so it's been about a minute. I'm going to flip this over onto the other side, but then I'm going to use the cooler side of this rack here. So what's going to happen is going to go like this. That way we're always using the side with more energy left. Alright, so I've been another minute or so. Really important to have these type of gloves here, something that protects your forearm, because now we're going to grab it and just kind of sear the sides. that's it. All she wrote. I'm gonna close this up, turn the fire off. We're gonna let it rest for about 10 minutes. And I'll show you then what we're gonna do with it. All right, so here we go. So now we've let it rest for about 10 minutes after we seared it. And here it is. The camera can catch all that. This looks and it smells absolutely fantastic. So we're just gonna go ahead, what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it off the bone and then just cut it against the grain. So let's get this rolling. And that is, and then, man, this looks amazing. Absolutely fantastic. You can see there. Perfect sear, wall-to-wall pink. You know what I want. It's up top here. This spinalis around the edge, you know that's where the money's at. So there it is there. Let's have a taste. Damn, that's good. That GSP seasoning is fantastic. I love it on beef. It's slowly becoming my most favorite rub on beef as it is right now. It's so good. Nice, good balance of garlic, the pepper, and the salt. It's just absolutely perfect. You can see there, wall-to-wall pink from that reverse sear. It is dripping with juices. My goodness. Wow. Can't tell you enough how good this is. Well, that's all I got for you today. So if you like what you saw today, don't forget to hit that like button. Also, please consider subscribing to my channel. It really helps me out. Any questions, drop them in the comments below. And until next time, as always, I'll catch you on the next G-Rod Grills. Cheers.